Darlington, South Carolina is the location for stop number 5 on the Mello Yello Racing Series, as we are set today for the running of the Dodge Challenger 200, as we're set for 37 laps of action on this 1.366 mile egg-shaped oval that is Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina, otherwise known as the Track to Tut the Tame. And here's the starting line for this running event. On the pole at 167 miles an hour, it is Keith Batson, the number 1 Baby Ruth Ford. He has the pole for this event. Alongside of him, Charles Sanford, the DeWalt Tool Chevrolet, car number 8, starts alongside. Second row has the winner at Richmond this season, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, car number 3. He'll be alongside car number 25. It is Phil Parker, the only 2-time winner so far this season in the Fast Fair Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. His car number is 25. Third row has car number 32, Seth Cole, with one of our in-car cameras today. And beside him are another in-car camera, the Kodak Film Chevrolet car number 4, William Brock. He's on the outside of the third row, Seth Cole, number 32, Nestle Crunch Pontiac. Fourth row fourth row has number 63 Nescafe ST Pontiac of Joshua Osborne. He'll be alongside car 60. It is the Winn-Dixie Ford of Nathan Hudson. He's alongside. Fifth row with our third in-car camera, the Goodies 300 winner at Daytona, Jessica Shelton, and the Budweiser Ford, car number 11. I don't know why I call it a Chevrolet. I don't know why. She'll be alongside car 17, Rob Evans, and the Western Auto Chevrolet car 17. Sixth row is Kyle Matthews in car 52, the AC Delco Chevrolet, and the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford of Cat Batson is alongside. Next row down has the last two ladies in the field that qualify well. Jean Sanford, number 34 Pillsbury Hungry Jack Buick, should be alongside a Luxair heating air conditioning Ford car 55. It's Chloe Owen. Alongside, great run for Chloe, by the way, too. Her best starting position this season. Next row down is Levi McIntyre in car 60, Rose's Department Store's Buick. He'll be alongside car 21. It is Quentin Moore in the Cheerwine Ford. Next row down has car number 8, the TIC Oldsmobile of Sebastian Kukulon, and one number up, number 9, Austin Colano in the FTP Brakes Chevrolet. Next row down is Johnny Gardner in car 44, the Slim Jim Chevrolet, and the Gwaltney Big 8's Chevrolet number 27 of Carter Friesen. Next row down is car 38, Kev Shear in the Ford Credit Ford Red Carpet Leafs Ford, car 38. He'll be alongside Dustin Bowen in car 7, the Skull Bandit Buick. Next row down, Jackson Haywood in car 01, the Carolina Ford Dior's Ford. He'll be alongside the DuPont Chevrolet car number 2 of Dylan Young. Next row down is car 45. It is Joshua Michaels, the Molly Black Gold Chevrolet. And number 46, the Polaroid Chevrolet of Paul Minnick. Next row down, Justin Dearborn in car 15, the AC Delco Chevrolet. Alongside of him, car 72, John Andrews in the Detroit Gasket Oldsmobile. Next row down is car 31, Carson Gum in the Channel Lock Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside the Innkeeper Buick of Emmanuel Hartnett. His car number is 5. Next row down, Jesse Turner in the Armor Food Line Chevrolet, car 99. And alongside of him, car number 87, the Texas Pete Sauces Chevrolet of James Henry. Next row down, Jacob Thibodeau in car 0, the Magic Skull Classic Oldsmobile, car 0. He'll be alongside Jeremiah Dwayne, car 20, the First Aid Sports Drinks Oldsmobile. Next row down, another Oldsmobile. It is Mitchell Collins in the Staff America Oldsmobile, car number 48. He'll be alongside another Oldsmobile, Jacob Sturgeon in car 75, the Food Country Oldsmobile. We have, by the way, 9 Oldsmobiles in the field, and I'll give you the manufacturer's rundown when we get the starting lineup done. Next one is car 40, Julius Anderson, the PRX style Ford, and beside him, car number 92, Nathan Orman in the Stanley Tool Chevrolet. Next one down is Arthur Xavier, the Delco Voyager Chevrolet car number 03, and the 59 I-Lines Truck Parts Oldsmobile of Ryan Brommer. Starting shotgun in the field, car 36 is Ryan Brommer, the Cox Dry Treated Lumbers, car 36, and that car is a Pontiac. Manufacturer's rundown, 16 Chevrolets, 9 Fords, 9 Oldsmobiles, 4 Buicks, and 3 Pontiacs in the field. Makes up the field here for this running of the Dodge Challenger 200. Here's the
drivers, start your engine.
Commands to give the firing engines as 41 V6 engines get ready to go racing here today at Darlington, South Carolina. Again, our in-car cameras today will be carried by Seth Cole, Jessica Shelton, and William Brock. Those three we have our in-car cameras in today's event. One inside a Pontiac, one in a Chevrolet, and one in a Ford. Field comes on the racetrack here. Again, we have, as I said, what is going on here? That is the 60 car of Nathan Hudson got spun out on the start before the race even started here. And Hudson's coming down is on the apron on the track. They're about to come down pit road. Looks like. What I was going to say here, we have three different winners so far this race here. Phil Parker is the only one that's won twice so far this season. He'll come down pit and then coming down pit road is Nathan Hudson. Meantime, the field getting set for green flag racing here as the Dodge Challenger 200 is about to get underway here. Keith Batson and Charles Sanford leads them down. The green flag flies for 37 laps today, and we're underway at Darlington. These cars have given us some great racing so far this season. Had a great race at Daytona, a botched up race at Rockingham, and a good race at Atlanta. Had an okay race at Richmond. Off the 4th turn they come here. Keith Batson leads the first lap of the race here, and as the number 1 Baby Ruth Ford that Jeff Gordon drove in 1992, battling with the Dale Earnhardt number 3 of Cole Deaver. Chevrolet second and third at the moment as they come off the second turn here. Seth Cole runs in 4th position, and Joshua Osborne running 5th, both in Pontiacs as the Cole Deaver goes to the inside, and the number 3 Goodwrench Chevy as he looks low on the track and takes the lead from Keith Batson. Off the 4th turn they come. Several cars have already gained quite a few spots here from whence they started. Joshua Osborne moving up to 4th position, excuse me. Jessica Shelton up to 5th. And there is Nathan Hudson coming off the 4th turn as he is come back on the pit road after whatever problem he had that caused him to miss the start of the race here. Hudson, by the way, is now on the tail end of the lead lap, so he is off turn number 2 they come here is Cole Deaver out in front, Charles Sammer 2nd position. So you got Georgia, so you got the man from Georgia out in front, and the California Crusher running in 2nd position, and a New Yorker in 3rd position, a Kentuckian in 4th, and a South Carolina driver in 5th, and a Buckeye running in 6th position with Kyle Matthews. Board Seth Cole's car as he runs right now in 3rd position. Sanford looks on the low side of Cole Deaver. They're running 1st and 2nd in the moment. You see up ahead, Sanford and 08 DeWalt machine. Now from Jessica Shelton's view as she runs 5th at the moment. Of the fast run at Darlington, 154 miles, or 153, excuse me, through the middle of 3 and 4. Off turn number 4 they come, and see how fast she'll run through turns 1 and 2. Goes into turn number 1, 176 miles an hour. Now she'll get the draft off of Osborne's car. An Escapade ST Pontiac car number 63. Off turn number 2 she'll come, 171 miles an hour off the 2nd turn. And Jess comes in to turn 3, 180 miles an hour, now up down to about 153 in 3 and 4. And 158 coming off the 4th corner. And there's a look from William Brock's view, the number 4 Kodak Film Chevy as he runs in 10th position. Up ahead is Levi McIntyre in 9th. They are already running laps faster than what they qualified. They qualified for the pole at 167 miles per hour. The lap speeds they're running here today in race conditions, well, there you see right there, top 10 laps over 170 miles per hour, and that is pretty fast for Darlington. Deaver's best lap, by the way, 169.631 out of the GM Goodrich Chevrolet. He looks for a second victory of the season, but the man he passed for the win at Richmond, well, the man is right behind him right now, Charles Samper, and I'm sure Charles has not forgotten about that race at Richmond. They have caught up behind the 60 car Nathan Hudson in the Winn-Dixie Ford. Hudson has again had the problem that caused him to miss the start of the race here. Here comes Deaver to the low side as he'll try to get up underneath the 60 car of Hudson, but nothing doing at the moment. And Deaver falls back in line for the moment, and he'll try off again on the front stretch. Matthews runs in 6th position. 7th is Gene Samper. 8th is Phil Parker. McIntyre 9th. Again 10th is William Brock. Sebastian Kukulon running 11th. 12th is Johnny Gardner. 13th, Kev Shearer. Having a solid, moving up his way solidly through the field as he comes off the 4th turn. Carter Friesen's 14th. Chloe Owen 15th. And 16th is Cat Evans. 17th is matching his car numbers. Rob Evans. In the meantime, we have a battle maybe for the lead going here. Or as I thought we did, though, we have a battle for second, though, between Seth Cole and Charles Samper. Nathan Hudson getting past on the high side of the track, and poor Jean Samper, she's also trapped up high in the Hungry Jack Buick. Matthews goes by. Here comes Phil Parker to the low side. Those two battled out for the win at Rockingham, with Phil Parker taking a win in that race. And behind him, ironically enough, is the man Phil held off at Atlanta, Levi McIntyre. So the top 5 has been able to pull away through the field. Parker up to 6th position now, and now got a pair of Buckeyes going out of here. Levi McIntyre has already well past Kyle Matthews at the moment. Matthews trapped high. I almost said crapped high. I almost said that. Trapped up high on the racetrack, I should say, and he is losing spots like crazy here as they go through turns 3 and 4 now. Shearer goes by. Here comes Friesen. Here comes Owen. Here comes the 17 car, that's Rob Evans, as he looks low on the track here. Kat Benson under pressure from her husband Keith. Keith, you remember, was the pole sitter, led the first couple of laps in this race, and has fallen back to 18th position behind him, Jesse Turner in 19th. Jacob Thibodeau right now running 20th. 21st is Joshua Michaels. 22nd is Mitchell Collins. 23rd, Dylan Young. 24th, Julius Anderson. Justin Dearborn, 25th. Quentin Morse dropped to 26th in the field. Austin Colano leading this pack of cars. Colano in the FDP Brakes Chevy, that teal and paint car. That is a 1994 Mike Wallace car he's driving, by the way. Car, I believe the car that I believe was owned by Barry Owen, I believe, who owned that number 9 machine. Back to the leaders. It is still Cole Beaver out in front as we're already close to halfway home. This will be the completion of the 18th lap. We'll have 21 laps. Actually, we'll have 19 laps to go. Excuse me, after this lap. So almost halfway home in Darlington. Charles Emerson still runs in 2nd position now. And trying to see if any one of those guys can make a move here. I'm surprised nobody else has been trying to make a move on the front amongst this pack of cars. Gene Sanford's going to look low on Johnny Gardner. It's not going to happen for her as they come off the 4 turns. Sanford right now clocked in the 11th position at the moment. Kev Shear running 12th, and again Carter Friesen 13th. And look at this mess right there. Nathan Hudson, again, the 60 car is not on the lead lap. Mike Collins is trying to get past Chloe Owen in the 55 car. That's Chloe in 55, Kyle in 52. And Chloe says, "Nuh-uh, you're not taking that spot for me," and she keeps that spot. That was, I think, 16th, isn't it? Yes, it is. And so now Matthews regroups and tries to chase after her again to take position away. But now he's got Jesse Turner behind him. Jesse running in 18th at the moment. Kyle running 17th. Down the low side goes Sanford as they go through turns 1 and 2. Took a peek on Deaver that time by nothing doing. Cole still hopefully going in turn number 3. Seth Cole, by the way, the other Cole, I should say, in this pack, is running 3rd again. 4th is still is Osborne. 5th is still Shelton. 6th is Parker. 7th is McIntyre. 8th is now William Brock. Sebastian Kukalon running 9th. And 10th is Johnny Gardner. Something's... yeah, but we're under caution for the first time here today, looks like. I don't know. I thought for a second there was something wrong with Shelton's car, I thought for a second. But caution has flown apparently for the 17 and the 9 cars that have crashed, apparently. Let's check and see what happened to the 17 car here. Well, there is the 9. That may have been what brought out the caution. The 9's car, the 9's engine apparently blew up on that machine, and it's now sitting on pit road. So brought the car to a safe stop. Come off the just near the exit of pit road. There is Austin Colano sitting there on pit road. Had a pretty good run. Had an okay run going on with the FDP brake Chevy, but unfortunately nothing. But unfortunately, not to be his day at this moment. And they have rated the 9 cars as an accident, and I don't think it was an accident there. Like I said, I think it's more like some mechanical failure on that Chevrolet. Rob Evans and Nathan Hudson both a lap down, and seeing as how we will restart with under 10 laps we already start with about 10 laps to go. There will be no double file restart here at Darlington, looks like. I thought there might be, because I mean we're about 11 to go right now. Anyway, but it is Cole Deaver out in front in the GM Governor Chevrolet, looking for a second victory of the season to become the second driver to win his second race of the season. Third is Charles Sanford, or second position is Charles Sanford. Third position is Seth Cole. Fourth, Joshua Osborne. Fifth is Jessica Shelton. Sixth right now is Phil Parker. Seventh is Levi McIntyre. Eighth is William Brock. Ninth is Sebastian Kukulon. 10th right now is Johnny Gardner. Gene Samper runs 11th. Carter Friesen 12th. Kev Shearer 13th. 14th is Kat Batson. 15th is Chloe Owen. 16th is Kyle Matthews. 17th is Jesse Turner. 18th, Mitchell Collins. 19th is Julius Anderson. 20th is Keith Batson. That's how they run at the moment. Pace car dives on the pit road as the field comes off turn number 4. Cole Devers led the most laps so far in this race here. It looks like he will lead the most laps in today's event as the green flag flies. Back underway on lap number 28 as we're down to 10 laps to go at Darlington. I wouldn't mind you. I mean, we have seen cars stall on the track before, though, and the caution flag not fly. So we've seen cases like that happening. So they come off the fourth turn here. Sanford comes off the turn, trying to see if he can get past Devers. Seth Cole took a look on the inside of Sanford's car with the help of Joshua Osborne. Nothing doing. They didn't pull fully out as they go through turns 1 and 2. Here, Sanford looks low again as they come off the second turn. Is somebody gonna make a move there? They're trying to go for the position or a win, whatever. We'll see what happens there. Deaver seems to be not. Nobody at the moment seems to want to pass Devers to go through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Sanford to the low side, trying to get past. Try to run a lane lower. Nothing doing. He was not close enough that time to make a run to the low side. Here coming into turn number 3. I am honestly surprised nobody's dicing it up right now. This is absolutely crazy here. Darlington, off the turn they come here. Samper is still second. Then Seth Cole, Osborne, and Sheldon. Deaver leads lap number 30. That was 7. We're down to 7 to go. Kat Batson trying to get by Kev Shear. That's for 13th position. Meantime, Quentin Moore and Dylan Young both getting back past the 40 car of Julius Anderson as they come off the turn number 2. Off on turn number 1, Sanford goes to the high side now as they come up through 1 and 2. Seth Colnell takes second. Osborne takes third. Shelton takes fourth now. They'll go through turns 3 and 4 here. On board Jessica Shelton's car. She runs fourth. Now can Seth Cole do anything to Cole Deaver? Seth looks over the track. You're watching from Jessica's car. Now from Seth Cole's machine, you're riding inside the NNSCRA Pontiac. Deaver doing such a great job trying to hold everybody off here in these first 34 laps here as we're now down to 3 to go. Seth takes me to the low side, Deaver to the high side as they come up through turns 1 and 2. That used to be turns 3 and 4 here at Darlington many years ago. Off the fourth turn to come, 2 to go. Phil Parker knows in the third position now. McIntyre to 4th, Brock to 5th, Kukulon to 6th, and Shelton dropped about 7th position, maybe 8th, maybe, well, way back now because she is dropping. She's now caught up to the high side. Meantime, they're coming to the white flag this time by between those 3 cars. Cole Beaver, Seth Cole, and Joshua Osborne. Who wins between these front 3 cars? Pontiac's chasing the Chevrolet out in front as the white flag flies. 1 lap to go. Phil Parker and Levi McIntyre are trying to close up among the top 3 cars, but nothing doing for the moment. Does Seth Cole have anything for Cole Beaver in the last half a lap of this race here as they go through turns 3 and 4? Seth tries to look to the low side of the track here, but it's not going to happen. The Dodge Challenger 200 belongs to the GM Goodwrench team. Cole Beaver wins at Darlington. Cole Beaver, who started this race 3rd in the field in the number 3 car, leads the most laps and dominates the track to tame, and becomes the 2nd driver to win 2 races this season. Here him and Phil Parker both. And you know Cole would like to take that streak into Bristol, which is next on the schedule in the Mello Racing Series here. 2nd position will go to Seth Cole. 3rd will go to Joshua Osborne. Phil Parker finishes 4th. 5th will go to Levi McIntyre. William Brock 6th. 7th will go to Sebastian Kukulon. 8th place will go to Johnny Gardner. 9th to Gene Samper. And 10th to Charles Sanford. The Sanford finish right there with each other in this race here today. Average speed 132.867 here at Darlington Raceway. So 5 races are in the books here at this rate here in the season, and I think we're in for a pretty good season here in the Mello Racing Series. Obviously here, and I tell you what, we saw some good races in the first 5 races now in the season. And we'll head to Bristol, which is the 2nd race this season on a short track here, and always exciting when we go to Bristol. That is for sure. Rest of the finishing order for you here: Carter Friesen will finish 11th. 12th will go to Kat Batson. Kev Shearer 13th. Chloe Owen 14th. Jessica Shelton, who was up there in the top 5 all day long, she ends up dropping to 15th, unfortunately for her. Jesse Turner 16th. 17th will go to Keith Batson. The pole sitter for the event. He only led the first 2 laps, and that was pretty much it. Once Stever got by, it's been pretty much nothing but black all day long up front, literally. But still a good top 20 win for Keith Batson. Joshua Michaels 18th. 19th will go to Justin Dearborn, and 20th will go to Quentin Moore. Kyle Matthews dropped to 21st. Dylan Young 22nd. Dustin Bowen 23rd. Then Nathan Orman 24th. 25th will go to Jacob Thibodeau. Then Anderson, Collins, Hartnett, Paul Minnick, and Ryan George moved up from last to 30th in the field. Rest of the finishing order for you here today will be John Andrews, Jeremiah Dwayne, Carson Gum, Jackson Haywood, Arthur Xavier, Ryan Brommer, Jacob Sturgeon, James Henry with the last car to finish on the lead lap. Nathan Hudson and Rob Evans will be the last finishers, both of them 1 lap down. And Austin Colano was the only car out of the race because of the mechanical failure he had. It says accident, but I think he had a mechanical problem on the FDP brake Chevrolet. So that was it today at Darlington Raceway here. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got NRS's we got gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA said called desires for his channel. And be sure to also check out the Duracell Cup Series and the brand new Pedigree Xfinity Series, both from Seth himself on his channel. And also on his channel, the NNSCRA Boas Were All Pro Series from Michael Norman. And also, so that's all on this channel, and the only NNSCRA series outside of this channel is on Thrashman 899's channel when he here with his Marvel Studios Cup Series. So be sure to subscribe to that channel as well. Awesome channel as well, just like the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel is obviously too. Here, so some of the best offline series is under this umbrella, as well as online as well, and you will not regret checking this channel out neither. So that was the day from Darlington, South Carolina. Again, congratulations again to Cole Deaver, the winner of the Dodge Challenger 200 at Darlington. For now, this is James Qualls with the production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you at Bristol.